Hello again, YouTube, and today we have a video. I guess you could kind of say that it's a rant video-ish type thing. It's a little different than what I usually do. Usually I do vlogs, sometimes gameplay videos and whatever. But occasionally from time to time I'll make a video about YouTube or the state of YouTube currently or something in the news that kind of ticks me off or whatever. But what I want to talk about today is an email that I received from YouTube or the YouTube Partners Group about a week or two ago. I think it was a week ago. Received an email from YouTube, and I am a part of their Partners program, even though I don't really have a whole lot of views or subscribers. I don't really make any money off of YouTube, but I am a part of their Partners program, so whatever. So that's what we're talking about today. Their Partners program is basically you're a partner of YouTube and your channel is in good standing. You have no marks, whatever. That's what I am. I have no marks against my channel. There's only been, I think, 1 or 2 copyright strikes against my channel. And I took one of the videos down because it was terrible anyway. And then I took the other video, I just let it be demonetized, even though it's one of the top viewed videos on my channel. I think it's in like the top 5 or something. It's the Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2 intro, whatever. But that was why I got a copyright strike, was because there was no commentary over it. It was just the intro. There was nothing else I put into it. All I did was screen cap it and then put it on YouTube. That's all I did. So I was like, whatever, I understand it. So anyway, what we're making this video about is about the email, I was going to say video, the email that I received from YouTube last week or whatever. And before I go into this, I do have a new tablet. I didn't unbox this because it wasn't new. But this is a Samsung Galaxy Tab A. For those who are concerned, and I do have one of those cases on it where it folds around, you can put it on its side and whatever. But the only reason I'm using this today is to read the email off of it. So I'll read this email to you, and I might put it on the screen. I don't know. We'll see if I even feel like editing that much shit into it. But there's 2 sections of this. The second section is the longest section, but I'll read the first section first. And it says, Bmp-man, that's me. Today we are announcing, actually before I jump into this email, January 16th at 10:01 p.m. is when this was sent to me. So today's the 26th or 7th? The 26th? No, is it the 25th or 26th? One of those days. This was like a week or 2 ago then. Anyway, so the first part of the email, it says, Bmp-man, today we're announcing changes to the YouTube Partner Program, in parentheses YPP. While our goal remains to keep the YPP open to as many channels as possible, we recognize we need more safeguards in place to protect creator revenue across the YouTube ecosystem. And then there's a learn more button. You can go to the link and whatever. And then there's a second section, which is the longest section. It says, what's changing? Under the new eligibility requirements announced today, your YouTube channel, Bmp-man, is no longer eligible for monetization because it doesn't meet the new threshold of 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. As a result, your channel will lose access to all monetization tools and features associated with the YouTube Partner Program on February 20th, 2018, unless you surpass the threshold in the next 30 days. Accordingly, the email serves as 30 days notice that your YouTube Partner Program terms are terminated. One of YouTube's core values is to provide anyone the opportunity to earn from a thriving channel. Creators who haven't yet reached this new threshold can continue to benefit from our Creator Academy, our Help Center, and all the resources on the creator site to grow their channels. Once your channel reaches the new threshold, it will be reviewed to make sure it adheres to our policies and guidelines. And if so, monetization will be re-enabled. And then there's a learn more link on there, and it says the YouTube team. So, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm gathering from this email is they're saying that they need to protect their creator revenue across the YouTube ecosystem. So, I can see both sides of this, why this is an issue, why this is a good idea and why this is a bad idea. I see more ideas why it's a bad idea, but part of this is YouTube trying to cut costs for smaller channels that don't really make any money. Part of this is not having to deal with people that make like troll accounts or something, and they'll go off and make a video, or they'll just steal someone's video, and it's a whole thing. There's people that make troll accounts and they'll make a video, or they'll steal someone else's video and then they get views, but then it gets reviewed, so they still get paid for it. This would somewhat help against that, I guess, but I don't know. But so they've given me until February 20th, 2018, which is a little under a month. Well, from when this was sent, it was a little over a month. A month and 4 days. Yeah. So let's go over this again. The parts where the crucial parts of it. So the threshold is 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months. 4 hours of watch time within the past year. I'm not exactly sure how hard that is to do, because that counts on view counts, and that also counts on, I guess, people that stay watching your videos. You also need 1,000 subscribers. That part is the hard part, especially for me. Now, the thing is, I'm not pissed off about this because I don't do YouTube for a living. I don't do YouTube for money. I mean, if I make money off of YouTube, that's cool, but like, that's not what I'm doing this for. I'm just doing it because it's a thing, and I do it, and it seems kind of cool, and it's something I do in my spare time. If it was taking the opportunity away tomorrow, that where I couldn't make YouTube videos anymore, whatever, I guess. But it's a little annoying because they're putting a restraint on. They're putting restraints, or they're putting strains on themselves to lock down the YouTube community for no fucking reason. There is a reason, but they're putting this thing on everybody, and I know this might be a little bit old news now because this was sent, a week or so ago, but it's just, and I've only been able to just now get around to talk to about it, but it just doesn't really make any sense why they have to relegate it to a certain amount, and you have to abide by both of those rules. Then you have to have your account reviewed. So even after you get 4,000 hours in a year or more, and you get 1,000 subscribers, then it has to be reviewed. So the thing is, you look at somebody like myself with my channel and subscribers. I've had 60 plus subscribers for several months now. And before I had the 60, I had like 30 something for like 2 years. So it's like, okay, at this rate, I'm never going to have 1,000 subscribers. And I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm never going to be able to make money off of YouTube because of this. And they're saying, oh, well, you can try the YouTube camp and you can do this and that. It's like, no, this is not what YouTube started out as. You have to go back So I believe it's 2005 when they made YouTube. I think YouTube started to be a thing because they had all those different websites that you could post videos to way back then, like Newgrounds and all the yeah. So and I don't even remember some of the names on them. I know they don't exist anymore, but whatever. So Newgrounds is just the ones I used to go to all the time. Is the only reason I remember it. But you look at the state of YouTube back then versus now, and it's completely fucking different. There's the state of the website itself and the iterations it's had, where it's changed an obscene amount of times, to where there was a point in time where I think it changed like 3 times in a month, and people were pissed off. They're like, pick a fucking design, oh my god. And then it evolved from that and having ads, and the ads have gotten worse, and now you've got people that it's not like it can't be controlled either, because it's not like it can't be controlled, because when I was monetizing videos, you can pick where to put the ads in the video. If you don't know that, well, you can you can't pick like, oh, I wanted it at 2:18 and 53 seconds or 53 milliseconds, and then I wanted it at 10:53. No, you can't do that, but you can control it to where you have it at the beginning of the video, end of the video, both, in the middle. You want a card on there that displays something, but the one thing you can't control is either if you have a 30-second skippable one, or one of those 2-minute skippable ones, or if you have like a 30-second unskippable one. You can't control that, but you can control where it goes in the video. So I would assume that someone that does not put one at the beginning of or in the middle of the video like I do, because I always, when I monetized it, even though I'm not making any fucking money off of this, I would put it at the beginning of the video and the end of the video, and that's all I did, and that was it. It doesn't interrupt any of the viewing, and that's it. Yeah, and I don't have any sponsors, obviously. But it used to be there were no ads because nobody got paid for this shit. Now there's ads. If you go on the website nowadays, it's fucking god awful, because you've got placement ads put on the webpage, and then you've also got playable ads that play before, during, and after the video. And if you get a really long video, you've got segments where it stops the video midway through and it plays an ad. And most of the time they're skippable, but it's just really annoying, and it takes away from the experience of the video, and it takes away the focus. Because I'm going to be completely honest, I've watched a video before, and I've been slightly not into the video itself, but I was like, well, I'll watch it to the end because I kind of want to see what happens. And then the ad comes up, and I'm like, well, fuck this. Like, this, like, it just intrudes upon your focus on the video. It really fucking annoys me so much that they have ads in the middle of videos. But that's just what my opinion on this ads and the monetization and stuff nowadays. And it's going to get worse probably. It seems like every day, or at least every week, there's something about YouTube that they've come out and said, oh, we're changing this, and then there's a legion of fucking people that's pissed off about it. 9 times out of 10 it doesn't affect me because I'm just a small little, minute channel, but most people that are affected by anything that YouTube does, they're all highly pissed off, and when they change something, that is. And then it's just like, okay, well, we're going to do this. And then it changes, and then nothing ever else is said about it. And then something else will come up, and they'll be like, oh, we don't like this. And sometimes it's like, oh, well, we're not going to do that again. So, like, the whole, and I'm going to ride the fucking bandwagon here, the whole Logan Paul incident, like, with the suicide forest and all that shit, the way that YouTube themselves handled that was so fucking terrible. Like, I'm just being completely honest, because they weren't even going to do anything about it until people started complaining. And the thing is, the YouTube overlords are all about protecting people from being offensive and taking down offensive videos, but yet they have a video over here from Mr. Douchebag himself, Jake Paul. I don't like him. That is him in a suicide forest, him filming a dead body, and the dead body's in the fucking thumbnail. You can't get any fucking more blatant than that. Like, oh, maybe we should check this video out. Obviously, nobody's fucking reviewing these things. So, it wasn't until people started bitching about it that they reviewed it, and it still wasn't taken down until like a week later. So, and then they finally took it down. Actually, no, they didn't even take it down. Jake Paul took it down because people started bitching about it. Or not Jake Paul, Logan Paul, the other fucking retard. Anyway, they took the video down because they were getting flack for it. And the only thing that's happened to it or about their situation is they took the video down. They caught some hate for it. Their fans that are, ride or dies are still with them, but they're just, nothing's gonna happen. He's gonna go back to vlogging, and then nothing's gonna happen. It's just the state of YouTube and the continuing, I guess, depression of it, and the continuing, I'm trying to think of the word for it, but the continuing rate of what YouTube is declining in is what I should probably be saying. It continues to get worse and worse every time something comes up. Something offensive comes up, or they change something, and like this whole YouTube ad program to where they were like, oh, well, we're doing this to make things better. And it's just like, no, you're pissing everyone off is what you're doing. And, there's people nowadays, like, and I'm going to use Philip DeFranco as another, or any of his channels as a example. He can make money off of YouTube, and people fucking strike his channel all the time, but he has sponsors. So, eventually, what's probably going to happen one day is anybody that wants to make money off of YouTube needs to have a sponsor. It is pretty much what's going to end up happening. So that's my honest opinion. And I'm just gonna shut up about it now. Remember, like, comment, rate, subscribe. Like the Facebook page, be linked down below in the description. Next video is most likely going to be a vlog, since I haven't done one of those in just a little bit. But yeah, I'm dealing with the internet being down right now, and my TV doesn't work because Comcast is fucking terrible today. And I'm just in a really bitchy mood today. So I was just like, oh, let's just make a YouTube thing. And yeah, I've been saving that email just to read on YouTube. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.